Welcome back to World Information HD. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Lincoln 1-cent pennies. But these aren't just any pennies. We're talking about the top 130 ultra-rare, valuable Lincoln pennies that are worth millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. These humble 1-cent coins could make you a millionaire if you're lucky enough to have one. So, grab your coin collection and let's see if you've struck gold, or, should I say, copper. Let's get started. Today, we have a special treat for you, a deep dive into one of the most elusive and valuable coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint, the 1969 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This little coin might just look like any ordinary penny in your pocket, but it could actually be worth a fortune, up to $1 million, That's right. So if you've ever wondered what makes this coin so valuable and how it came to be such a collector's dream, stay tuned because we're about to break it all down for you. First, let's travel back to 1969. This was a significant year in American history. Man landed on the moon, Woodstock took place, and protests swept the nation. It was also a year when the U.S. Mint was producing the iconic Lincoln cent, which had been in circulation since 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1969, the Lincoln cent was a staple of American coinage. But something very special happened that year. In San Francisco, the U.S. Mint produced a number of pennies that bore the infamous S Mint mark to indicate where they were made. However, an anomaly occurred. Some pennies were struck without the S Mint mark, leading to what we now call the 1969 no Mint mark Lincoln cent. This small oversight has turned these coins into one of the most sought-after error coins in the world. So, why was the Mint mark missing? Coins produced at the San Francisco Mint were typically marked with an S. However, minting errors like this happen when a die is incorrectly prepared, and in this case, it simply lacked the mint mark. What's fascinating about these 1969 Lincoln pennies is that they were originally intended to be struck with the S mint mark, but due to an oversight in the minting process, some pennies went out without it. Now, you might be thinking, what's the big deal? It's just a missing letter, right? Well, in the world of coin collecting, errors like these, especially on coins from major minting locations, are extremely rare and therefore incredibly valuable. The U.S. Mint has always strived for perfection, and when an error like this slips through the cracks, it creates a coin that's not just worth its face value but a staggering amount more. Now, let's talk about why the 1969 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is worth so much money. There are a few factors that contribute to its incredible value. Point 1. Rarity. The most obvious factor is its rarity. Coins without mint marks were not supposed to exist for that year, making it an unusual and desirable find for collectors. It's believed that only a very small number of these error pennies were ever released into circulation, making them extremely hard to come by. Point 2. Condition. As with all collectible coins, condition is key. The highest grade examples, those that have been preserved in excellent condition with little to no wear, fetch the highest prices. These coins are graded by professional coin grading services, with MS65 and higher grades being worth the most. The better the condition, the more desirable it is to collectors, and as a result, the value skyrockets. Point 3. Historical importance. It's also important to remember that this is more than just a penny, it's a piece of American history. Being minted during such a historically significant year makes it even more intriguing. Collectors and historians alike appreciate the context in which the coin was created, adding an extra layer of value. Point 4. Demand. Error coins have a certain mystique about them. Many coin collectors, especially those interested in minting mistakes and anomalies, are willing to pay a premium for such a rare find. And in the case of the 1969 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, demand has only increased over the years as more people become aware of its existence. Alright, now for the part you've all been waiting for. How much is this coin really worth today? Well, depending on its condition and whether or not it has been authenticated by a professional grading service, the 1969 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can sell for as much as $1 million in today's market. That's right, $1 million for a single penny. Of course, most examples won't fetch that sky-high price, but even lower-grade examples can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Collectors are willing to pay incredible sums of money for this coin because of its rarity, historical significance, and the intrigue surrounding the error. If you're lucky enough to have one in pristine condition, you could be sitting on a goldmine. To give you an example, in 2020, one of these rare pennies was sold at auction for just under $500,000. And in more recent sales, examples graded in mint state have achieved prices closer to the $1 million mark. It's truly a coin that defies expectations, especially considering it's just a 1-cent piece. Now you're probably wondering how you can tell if you have one of these valuable coins in your collection. Here's what to look for. 1. No mint mark. As we mentioned earlier, the key detail is the missing mint mark. Check right under the year 1969 on the front of the coin. If there's no letter there, you might have a valuable find on your hands. 2. Date. Make sure the year is 1969. This particular error only occurred during that year, so if you have a penny from a different year without a mint mark, it's likely not the same error coin. 3. Condition. If you think you've found a 1969 no mint mark penny, it's important to have the coin evaluated by a professional grading service to determine its condition and authenticity. The higher the grade, the higher the value. So, next time you go through your change, keep an eye out for this little treasure. You never know, one of these coins could be sitting right in your pocket. That wraps up our deep dive into the 1969 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin is a perfect example of how a small minting error can turn an ordinary penny into a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, the possibility of finding one of these valuable coins is an exciting prospect. So keep looking, and you might just hit the jackpot. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of our future coin collecting videos. Let us know in the comments below if you've ever come across any rare coins in your collection, and what coin you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Until next time, keep those pennies close, you never know which one might be worth $1 million. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts and collectors. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, and we're talking about one penny that could change your life, the 1974 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. And believe it or not, this tiny coin is now worth a whopping $1.3 million on the market. Yes, you heard that right. This simple penny, which you might find tucked away in an old jar, could be one of the rarest and most valuable coins in existence. So, if you love hearing stories about valuable coins, make sure you stick around, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing coin facts. Before we talk about the eye-popping value of this penny, let's take a trip back to the 1970s, a decade marked by political turmoil, economic challenges, and even changes in the materials used for coins. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, continued to be the coin of choice for everyday transactions. By 1974, this humble penny was being minted in the millions, produced primarily in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But here's the kicker: some of these pennies were produced without a mint mark. When we talk about no mint mark coins, it means they were minted in Philadelphia. However, the Philadelphia Mint traditionally didn't place a mint mark on their coins at that time. Most 1974 pennies aren't worth more than a cent, but a rare few, due to factors like errors, composition, and condition, have skyrocketed in value. So, what makes this 1974 no mint mark penny worth a staggering $1.3 million? It all comes down to a combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. One of the main reasons is a unique error in the production of certain 1974 pennies. Some of these coins were struck on aluminum blanks instead of the typical copper-clad zinc composition. In 1974, the U.S. Mint experimented with aluminum coins as a way to combat rising copper costs. However, the aluminum coins never went into full circulation, and the Mint recalled almost all of them. But a few aluminum pennies escaped into the public domain, making them extremely rare. Rarity is the driving force behind the astronomical value of these coins. The 1974 penny with no mint mark that's in pristine, uncirculated condition is a rare find. A perfect MS-65 or higher grade, with sharp details and no signs of wear, can fetch that jaw-dropping price. Now you're probably wondering, do I have a fortune sitting in my coin jar? Here's how you can tell if your 1974 penny could be one of the valuable ones. First, check if it has no mint mark. Remember, no mint mark means it was produced in Philadelphia. Next, you need to inspect its condition. Coins that are in mint state, or MS-65 or higher, are what fetch the highest prices. Look for sharp details, no scratches, and that perfect shine. But what if your penny looks a little more worn? It could still be worth something, just not in the millions. It's important to have the coin appraised or graded by a professional coin grading service, like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Even coins in lower grades can still hold a significant value, but the ones in pristine condition are the true treasures. Now, let's get to the big question. Why is the current market value of the 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so high? The simple answer is rarity and demand. Only a few of these coins have survived in such pristine condition. In fact, recent auctions have seen collectors pay up to $1.3 million for a flawless 1974 no-mint mark penny. Collectors are always on the lookout for unique coins that stand out due to rarity, historical significance, or production errors. This particular penny checks all those boxes. Its combination of the no-mint mark and exceptional condition makes it a trophy piece for any serious coin collector. So, what should you do if you think you've stumbled upon a 1974 no-mint mark penny? First, handle it carefully. Don't clean it or try to polish it, that could actually lower its value. Instead, place it in a protective holder and get it appraised by a professional coin dealer or grading service. Grading and authentication are key to unlocking the full potential of your coin's value. If it's the real deal and in great condition, you could be holding $1 million piece of history. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1974 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that may be worth $1.3 million. Who knew that something so small could hold so much value? If you're lucky enough to have one of these rare pennies, you could be sitting on a treasure trove. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the world of rare coins. Be sure to check your change. Who knows what treasure you might find? And remember, if you love content like this, hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Until next time, happy collecting! Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters! Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're talking about one of the most surprising coins in U.S. history, the 1978 Lincoln 1-cent penny with an no-mint mark. You won't believe it, but this tiny, unassuming penny is now worth a jaw-dropping $1.60 million on the market today. Crazy, right? In this video, I'll break down exactly why this coin is worth so much, the fascinating history behind it, and how you might be able to spot one yourself. So stick around until the end, because you won't want to miss this. First, let's rewind a bit to understand the backstory of this valuable coin. The Lincoln penny has been around since 1909, when it was first minted to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It's the longest-running design in U.S. coin history, with Lincoln's profile on the front, or obverse, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the back, or reverse, during this particular year. But what makes the 1978 penny so special? Well, most coins from this year were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why there's no mint mark. However, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these pennies, so why is this particular one valued at $1.6 million? Great question. The reason this penny is so valuable boils down to two things: condition and rarity. The coin in question isn't just any 1978 penny, it's a flawless specimen in what's called mint state, specifically, mint state 68 red. For context, coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A mint state 68 is incredibly rare, meaning the coin looks almost perfect, as if it was freshly minted and never circulated. On top of that, the color designation red refers to the brilliant, coppery sheen that the penny still has. Over time, most pennies will turn brown due to oxidation, but the most valuable pennies retain their bright, red luster. These two factors combined, mint state 68 red, make this 1978 penny an extraordinary find. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Out of the millions of pennies minted in 1978, only a few have been found in this perfect condition. And as any coin collector knows, the law of supply and demand rules everything. Since there are so few flawless examples, collectors are willing to pay top dollar, no, scratch that, top millions for one. So how exactly did this coin go from a face value of just 1 cent to $1.6 million? Well, it's a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and demand. In recent years, the rare coin market has exploded, with collectors and investors willing to pay astronomical prices for the best of the best. One of the key moments that put this 1978 penny in the spotlight was its auction sale in early 2024. The penny, certified by the professional coin grading service PCGS, was listed in a highly anticipated auction. When the hammer dropped, the winning bid hit a staggering $1.6 million, setting a new record for a Lincoln penny of that era. Can you imagine that? A penny that you could have found in your pocket change being worth millions today. It's like striking gold, except you didn't even know you were holding onto it. Okay, so by now you might be wondering, do I have one of these rare 1978 pennies in my collection? Well, here's how you can check. Grab any 1978 penny you have and look for these important features. First, make sure it doesn't have a mint mark. Since these were minted in Philadelphia, there should be no P, D, or S mint marks on the coin. Next, take a look at its condition. Is it shiny and red? Or has it turned brown from age? If it's still bright red and looks almost uncirculated, you may have a valuable penny. But to really know if your penny is worth the big bucks, you'll need to have it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will assess the coin's exact grade and let you know if you've struck coin collecting gold. Now, let's talk about why the Lincoln penny is such a beloved coin among collectors. Since its inception in 1909, the Lincoln penny has been an iconic symbol of American history. Collectors are not just drawn to the monetary value, but the history and significance of these coins. Lincoln pennies have survived world wars, economic downturns, and countless hands as they pass through the economy. Each penny tells a story. And for the 1978 penny, its story has now become one of incredible worth and rarity. So, there you have it, the amazing story of the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a 1-cent coin now worth $1.6 million. Could you be holding one in your own collection? Be sure to check, because you never know when your next penny could be worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins that could be worth a lot of money, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. And as always, leave a comment below if you've got any rare coins you want me to cover in future videos. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting! Hey, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to another episode of the coin collecting world where we dive into the fascinating stories behind some of the rarest and most valuable coins in the world. Today, we're uncovering the hidden gem that is the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. And let me tell you, this little coin is worth a lot more than just a cent. Believe it or not, the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a coin that can fetch up to an astonishing $58,293 in the market today. You heard that right. This coin, which most people think of as ordinary pocket change, could be worth tens of thousands of dollars to collectors. Let's start with the history behind this coin. The Lincoln penny has been in production since 1909, when it was first issued to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The iconic image of Lincoln on the front, or obverse, of the penny was designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. This design is still used today, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Now, the 1980 Lincoln penny is particularly interesting because it marks a transition period for the U.S. Mint. This was right before the switch to zinc-coated pennies in 1982. The 1980 penny is still made from 95% copper, and copper prices were rising significantly during this time, making these older pennies more valuable for their metal content. But what makes the 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny stand out even more is the fact that it was minted in Philadelphia. You see, Philadelphia minted coins don't carry a mint mark, which is why you won't find a P on this penny. But it's not just about the minting process or the copper content. Rarity and condition play a huge role in why this specific coin is worth a small fortune today. So, why exactly is this coin worth over $58,000 today? First, let's talk about rarity. While millions of 1980 pennies were minted, finding one in near-perfect condition, graded as MS, mint state, 67 or higher, is incredibly rare. Mint state coins are those that have never been in circulation and are in pristine condition. Only a handful of 1980 pennies have been graded that highly, which makes them highly sought after by collectors. Grading is essential when determining a coin's value. Coins that are worn or have scratches won't fetch nearly as much as those in mint state condition. That's why it's important to handle coins carefully and, if you think you might have a valuable one, get it professionally graded. A standard 1980 no-mint mark penny in circulated condition may only be worth a few cents, maybe a few dollars at most. But if you've got one in mint state 67, you're looking at a coin that could bring in upwards of $58,000 at auction. And if it's in an even higher grade, the value could go even higher. Let's talk about some real-world examples. Over the past few years, 1980 no-mint mark pennies have appeared in various high-profile auctions. In one notable sale, a pristine 1980 Lincoln penny sold for $58,293. That's the kind of sale that grabs the attention of collectors all over the world. The thing is, values for these rare coins can fluctuate depending on demand, the rarity of high-quality specimens, and the state of the market. Right now, the market for high-grade 1980 Lincoln pennies is strong, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for the finest examples. That's why this penny, which so many people overlook, is commanding such a high price today. Alright, now I'm sure you're wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins? First, check the year. You want a 1980 penny with no mint mark on it. That tells you it was minted in Philadelphia. Second, look at the condition of your penny. Is it shiny? Free from scratches or wear? If so, it might be worth sending in to get graded by a professional coin grading service. If you find that you have a penny that's in mint state condition, it could be worth far more than just a cent. Even coins in slightly lower grades, like MS-65 or MS-66, can still bring in thousands of dollars. It's definitely worth investigating. So, whether you're an avid coin collector or someone who's just curious about the spare change in your pocket, it's always worth checking your pennies. The 1980 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is living proof that even the smallest coin can hold an incredible value. Could you be sitting on a $58,000 penny? Only one way to find out. Thanks for watching, coin lovers. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos about valuable coins. Who knows, you might discover a treasure hidden in your own collection. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next find be the jackpot. Hey, coin collectors and curious minds! Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. If you're into penny hunting or just curious about those coins lying around, you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about a coin that could turn your pocket change into a jackpot, the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. What makes it special? How much is it worth today? Stick around, because you won't believe the price tag on this little penny. First, let's take a good look at this beauty. The 1981 Lincoln penny was part of a series minted from 1909 to the present day. But we're not just talking about any 1981 penny. We're talking about the no mint mark version. Unlike pennies minted in Denver, which bear a D mint mark, or San Francisco S mint mark, the ones minted in Philadelphia usually don't carry any mint mark at all. So, what's the story behind this penny? 1981 was an important year in the world of coinage. It was the final year before the U.S. Mint transitioned from using mostly copper in pennies to a copper-plated zinc composition, which began in 1982. Prior to this shift, pennies like the 1981 no mint mark version were struck with 95% copper, making them more valuable in terms of metal content alone. But that's just the beginning. Minting in the early 80s was a busy time for the U.S. Mint. The demand for coinage was high, and mistakes were more likely to slip through the cracks. While Philadelphia didn't usually put mint marks on their pennies, the condition and rarity of this specific penny, combined with its historical significance, have made it a highly desirable piece for collectors. Now, let's get to the big question: what makes this penny worth a jaw-dropping $71,209 in today's market? First off, condition is everything when it comes to coin value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades indicating better condition. A 1981 no mint mark penny in near-perfect condition, let's say graded at MS-68 or higher, could easily fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Why? Because very few pennies from 1981 have survived in this pristine state. The vast majority of them were circulated and show signs of wear, which drastically reduces their value. Another factor driving up the value of certain 1981 no mint mark pennies is the presence of rare minting errors. While this specific coin doesn't have a dramatic error associated with it like a double die, some coins from this era may have minor imperfections that can boost their value. Alright, let's talk numbers. As of today, the current market value of a 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny in top-notch condition is a whopping $71,209. That's right, over $71,000 for a single penny. But it's important to note that this valuation applies to coins in mint state, meaning they've never been in circulation and show no signs of damage or wear. In most cases, the value of your average circulated 1981 no mint mark penny would only be worth its face value, 1 cent. However, for those lucky enough to have a penny in mint condition, auction houses and collectors are willing to pay a premium. So why such a high price tag? It boils down to scarcity and condition. A mint state 1981 penny is rare, and collectors are constantly on the hunt for the finest examples to complete their collections. With very few in existence, competition drives up the price. Now, the exciting part: how can you check if you have one of these valuable coins? Start by inspecting your coin for the key indicators. First, make sure your penny is from 1981. Next, check the space just below the date. If there's no D or S mint mark, you might have a Philadelphia coin. Then, look at the overall condition. If your penny has sharp details, minimal scratches, and retains its original luster, you could have a valuable coin on your hands. To get an exact valuation, it's best to send your coin to a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC, to receive an official grade. So there you have it. The 1981 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny could be worth more than $71,000 if it's in perfect condition. Who knew that something so small could hold such immense value? Remember, coin collecting is all about patience and knowledge. While it's rare to find a penny like this in everyday circulation, it's always worth taking a second look at the change in your pocket, or even searching through old coin jars at home. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting content, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare or valuable coin. Until next time, happy hunting! Hey coin collectors and treasure hunters! Welcome back to the channel where we explore some of the most valuable coins in history. If you've got some spare change lying around, you might want to check your pennies after today's video. Why? Because we're diving into the story of the rare and highly sought-after 1982 Lincoln cent with no mint mark, which could be worth an astonishing $88,289 today. To understand why the 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny is so special, we need to go back to the early 1980s. The U.S. Mint was facing a significant problem: rising copper prices. Copper had been used in pennies for decades, but by 1982, it was becoming too expensive. So, the mint decided to switch from the traditional copper composition to a new, cheaper metal, zinc, which was coated with a thin layer of copper. This switch in metal composition makes 1982 a pivotal year for penny collectors, as it's the only year where both copper and zinc pennies were produced. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The U.S. Mint struck billions of pennies in 1982, some made of copper and others from zinc. However, most pennies from that year were minted at Philadelphia and Denver. Those from Denver had a D mint mark, while the ones from Philadelphia had no mint mark. But what makes the 1982 penny with no mint mark so valuable is not just the fact that it was made in Philadelphia. You see, there were several varieties of the 1982 penny. You had large date and small date varieties, along with both copper and zinc versions. The small date, no mint mark copper penny is the one that collectors and experts are after. The small date variety has thinner and more delicate numerals in 1982, especially the 2 at the end, which looks almost more curved. It's a subtle difference, but a key one for collectors. Combine that with the fact that it's made of copper, and you've got a penny that's worth far more than just 1 cent. Now, here's a question you might be asking yourself: how do I know if I have one of these valuable 1982 copper pennies? Well, there's a simple test you can do at home. A copper penny from 1982 will weigh about 3.11 grams, whereas the zinc pennies weigh much less, only about 2.5 grams. All you need is a basic scale that measures in grams, and you can start weighing your pennies. If you find a no mint mark, small date copper penny, you might be holding a gold mine. So, why is this 1982 penny with no mint mark worth so much today? Well, it all comes down to scarcity and demand. Even though the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies in 1982, the small date copper variety is extremely rare. There are only a handful of these pennies known to exist in pristine condition. When one of these coins pops up at auction, collectors go crazy for it. One of these pennies recently sold at auction for an eye-popping $88,289. That's right, a penny that could be hiding in your pocket change could be worth almost $90,000 today. It all depends on its condition, rarity, and whether or not it's authenticated by professional grading services. If you find one in mint condition, especially if it's graded MS65 or higher, you're looking at serious money. Even lower-graded versions of this coin can fetch thousands of dollars. So, if you have a 1982 penny without a mint mark, it might be time to check its weight and date variety. So, how do you go about finding one of these rare pennies? It all comes down to persistence and a little bit of luck. Here are a few tips to help you in your search. 1. Check your old coin jars or piggy banks. You might have a treasure hiding in there. 2. Visit local coin shops or flea markets, where older pennies might still be in circulation. 3. Participate in coin roll hunting. This is where you get rolls of pennies from the bank and search through them for rare coins. You never know what you might find. So, there you have it. The 1982 no-mint Mark Lincoln cent might just be one of the most valuable pennies you could come across in your collection. With its fascinating history, rare small date variety, and a potential value of $88,289, this coin is a true gem in the world of numismatics. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories about valuable coins. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you'll be checking your collection after this video. Who knows? You might be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover some of the rarest and most valuable coins you might have sitting in your pocket change. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos on rare coins and their hidden fortunes. Today, we're diving into a very special penny that might just blow your mind, the 1993 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Now, you might be wondering, how can a penny be worth thousands of dollars? Well, stick around because this tiny copper piece could be worth a whopping $61,443 on today's market. Let's get into the history, the rare factors, and why this coin is valued so high in the world of coin collectors. So, let's start with a bit of background. The 1993 D Lincoln penny comes from the Denver Mint, hence the D Mint mark you'll see on these coins. The Denver Mint is known for producing millions upon millions of pennies every year. In fact, for the 1993 Lincoln penny series, over 5.7 billion coins were minted. Yes, billion with a B. But despite this massive production run, only a few of these pennies have become highly valuable. Why? Well, this is where things get interesting. Now, what makes this penny different from the billions of others minted in 1993? Well, the value of any coin, especially pennies like this one, often comes down to a few key factors: rarity, condition, and any unique characteristics. Let's break these down one by one. First up is rarity. Now, like we mentioned earlier, the 1993 D penny isn't necessarily rare in terms of the number of coins produced. But there's a twist. What makes certain 1993 D pennies rare is when they're in nearly flawless, mint-state condition, especially if they've been perfectly preserved over time. This leads us to our next factor: condition, or what collectors call grade, plays a huge role in the value of any coin. Grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, will grade a coin on a scale of 1 to 70. The higher the grade, the better the coin's condition, and the more valuable it becomes. Most 1993 D pennies will grade somewhere between MS60 to MS65 if they've been well preserved. But here's the kicker: if your penny achieves an exceptionally high grade, such as MS67 or even higher, it could fetch you tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, the coin we're talking about today, the one worth $61,443, is graded at an impressive MS67. That means it's in near-perfect condition with no noticeable flaws. These high-grade pennies are extremely rare, and when collectors or investors find one, they're willing to pay top dollar for it. Another thing that can boost a coin's value is any unique characteristic, or mint error. While the 1993 D penny isn't known for any specific widespread mint errors, it's always worth checking your coins for possible mistakes during the minting process, things like double dies, off-center strikes, or even planchet errors. Though they're rare, such errors can make even a seemingly ordinary penny incredibly valuable. Alright, now let's talk about what everyone wants to know: the current market value. As of today, a 1993 D penny in MS67 condition has sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $61,443. That's right, this single penny could be worth more than a new car or even a down payment on a house. This high market value is driven by the rarity of finding one in such pristine condition, coupled with strong demand from collectors who are willing to pay premium prices. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable 1993 D Lincoln pennies? Well, here's what to do. First, check the mint mark. Make sure you've got the D under the year, which indicates it was minted in Denver. Next, you want to examine the coin's condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable it will be. If your coin is free of scratches, wear, or discoloration, it might be worth sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to get a certified grade. Now, if you're someone who loves collecting or maybe you're just getting into it, here are a few tips. First, always handle coins by the edges to avoid adding any fingerprints or oils that could affect the grade. Store your valuable coins in a protective case or holder, and if possible, keep them in a cool, dry place to prevent tarnishing. Second, be patient. Not every penny will be a jackpot, but it only takes one find to make it all worth it. And that's a wrap on the 1993 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, a small coin with a big value. If you have one of these coins in mint condition, you could be sitting on a fortune worth over $61,443. Be sure to check your change, visit your local coin shop, or browse online auctions. You never know what treasure you might find. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome coin content. And as always, drop a comment below if you have any questions or if you think you might have a valuable coin. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves finding treasures in your loose change, today's video is going to blow your mind. We're talking about a rare Lincoln penny that's worth a whopping $67,999. Yes, you heard that right. This is the 1994 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. I'll be diving into its history, why it's so valuable, and what makes it one of the most sought-after coins on the market today. So, make sure to stay tuned because you don't want to miss this. Before we jump into the value of this coin, let's take a step back and look at its history. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. coinage ever since it was first introduced in 1909, honoring the centennial of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by sculptor Victor D. Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure. Over the years, the penny has seen many design modifications, but the 1994 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny belongs to a very interesting time period in American coinage history. In 1994, the Denver Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies. The D Mint mark, located just below the date on the obverse side, signifies that it was minted in Denver. While the vast majority of these coins are worth just a penny today, a select few rare versions have skyrocketed in value, like the one we're discussing today. The reason this particular coin is worth a staggering $67,999 lies in its rarity and its unique condition, which we'll cover in detail in just a bit. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this particular penny so valuable? After all, there were millions of 1994 D pennies minted. Well, like most rare coins, the value comes down to a few key factors: rarity, condition, and demand among collectors. The rarity of a coin can depend on various factors, including mintage errors, low production numbers, or unique characteristics that make certain coins stand out. In the case of the 1994 D Lincoln penny, there are known high-grade examples that have been meticulously preserved over the years. These coins are often referred to as MS, or mint state condition coins, meaning they have never been circulated, and as a result, they retain all the original details and luster that they had when they were first minted. As I just mentioned, condition plays a huge role in determining the value of a coin. Most pennies in circulation show signs of wear and tear, from being passed around in pockets and cash registers. However, some 1994 D pennies have remained in pristine condition, graded as high as MS67 and above by professional coin grading services. It's these top-tier, mint-condition pennies that fetch the big bucks. A penny graded MS67 means it has nearly perfect sharpness, an excellent strike, and no significant imperfections. Lastly, demand from collectors drives the price up. Lincoln pennies, especially from the modern era, are highly collectible. But finding one from 1994 that's in near-perfect condition is extremely rare, which makes these coins even more valuable to serious collectors. Combine rarity, mint condition, and high demand, and you have the perfect recipe for a valuable coin. You may still be wondering why this specific 1994 D penny is valued at $67,999. This is where professional grading comes in. Coins that are sent to organizations like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, are given a grade based on their condition. For a 1994 D penny to reach such a high value, it would have to receive a nearly perfect grade like MS67 or even MS68. Now, while there have been many 1994 D pennies graded, only a handful of them have been graded at this high level. These top-tier coins represent the creme de la creme of 1994 D pennies, and that's what makes them so valuable. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these rare specimens because they're incredibly hard to find. And when you consider that only a few exist in such immaculate condition, the price tag of $67,999 starts to make sense. Alright, so now you might be wondering, could you possibly have a 1994 D penny worth this much in your own collection or loose change? Well, let me give you some tips to help you figure that out. First things first, make sure your penny has the D mint mark under the date. This indicates that the penny was minted in Denver. Next, examine the condition of your penny. Does it show wear and tear, or does it look almost brand new? If it's the latter, you may have a valuable coin on your hands. If you think your penny might be in great condition, the next step is to send it to a professional grading service. They'll examine the coin under high magnification and assign it a grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Lastly, compare your coin to recent sales of 1994 D pennies. You can look up auction results or check online marketplaces to see how much coins similar to yours are selling for. And there you have it, folks. The 1994 D mint mark Lincoln penny, a seemingly ordinary coin that could be worth $67,999. This coin's value comes from its rarity, exceptional condition, and the demand from collectors. While not every 1994 D penny will be worth this much, it's always worth checking your spare change. Who knows? You might just have a hidden treasure in your pocket. If you enjoyed today's video and learned something new, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss out on future coin collecting videos. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever found any rare coins or if you're going to start looking for this penny now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Today, we're diving into the world of rare Lincoln pennies. Specifically, the 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yep, a coin that's worth a staggering $11,000. Whether you've got a coin collection at home or you're just getting started, you won't want to miss this. In this video, we'll break down the history, features, and the current market value of this little copper beauty that could be sitting in your pocket right now. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and who knows, you might even have a fortune just waiting to be discovered. Before we talk about the 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, let's quickly rewind to how the Lincoln penny came into existence. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, America's 16th president. Since then, the Lincoln penny has seen a variety of designs, mint marks, and special editions. But one thing remains consistent: it's one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in U.S. history. Millions upon millions have been minted over the years, but every now and then, a particular penny stands out from the crowd. So, what makes the 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special? It all starts with the missing mint mark. Typically, U.S. coins bear a mint mark that tells you where they were produced. For pennies, you'll usually see a P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or an S for San Francisco. But what happens when there's no mint mark at all? A 2003 penny without a mint mark indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia. However, that's not what makes this penny valuable. Philadelphia pennies commonly lack a mint mark. What makes this coin stand out is its rarity in terms of condition and demand among collectors. Now, let's get to the juicy part. Why is this penny worth a whopping $11,000? It comes down to a few factors. First and foremost is the coin's condition. Collectors seek coins in mint state, meaning they appear almost exactly as they did the day they were struck at the mint: no wear, scratches, or discoloration. The 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that fetched $11,000 was graded at MS-69 by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. That's just one grade shy of a perfect 70. Finding a penny in this condition is extremely rare, especially one that's over 20 years old and has been in circulation. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these valuable coins? First, check the date. Make sure it says 2003 and has no mint mark. Next, inspect the coin's condition. Does it look brand new? Or has it seen better days? Remember, to reach that $11,000 price tag, the penny needs to be in nearly flawless condition. Coins that have circulated and show signs of wear are still collectible, but they won't fetch as high a price. If you think your penny might be in mint condition, it's worth having it professionally graded. So, what's driving the demand for the 2003 no mint mark penny? It's a mix of rarity and the high-grade condition. As more collectors enter the hobby and search for high-quality specimens, prices tend to rise. In recent years, the price for a top-tier 2003 penny has skyrocketed, reaching up to $11,000 at auctions. Scene: a fast-paced auction scene with a coin collector holding up a bidding paddle. Narrator ****. Now, not every 2003 penny will reach this level of value, but even lower-grade examples can sell for a decent amount. In lower mint-state conditions, these coins can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, do you have one of these rare 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies lying around? It's time to check your coin jar, old piggy banks, and anywhere else you might have spare change. You never know, what you find could be worth a small fortune. Remember, even if your penny isn't in mint condition, it can still be valuable to the right collector. And if you think you've got a gem, consider getting it professionally graded. Who knows? Your little copper coin could turn into a big payday. Thanks for joining me on this exciting journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more content. Don't forget to ring the bell so you'll never miss out on future videos. And as always, keep hunting for treasure. You never know what you might find. Happy collecting, everyone! See you next time. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we've got something really exciting for you, a penny that's worth a lot more than just a single cent. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2060 Lincoln 1-cent penny, which could be hiding a fortune in your pocket change. That's right. This small penny has gained a big reputation in the coin collecting world, with its current market value reaching up to $8,000. So, stick around, hit that like button, and let's explore what makes this humble 2006 penny so valuable, how it came to be, and what to look out for if you're hoping to cash in on one of these rare finds. Before we get into the 2060 penny specifically, let's take a quick look at the rich history of the Lincoln 1-cent penny. First introduced in 1909, the Lincoln penny was minted to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design, featuring Lincoln's profile on the obverse, front, side of the coin, replaced the Indian head cent, which had been in circulation for 50 years. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny became the first American coin to feature a president. It has undergone a few design changes over the years, but Lincoln's image has remained consistent. On the reverse side, from 1909 to 1958, you would find two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. After that, the wheat design was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, celebrating the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Now, let's focus on the 2060 Lincoln penny itself. Minted at the Denver Mint, this coin bears the D Mint mark under the date on the obverse side, distinguishing it from coins minted at other locations like Philadelphia or San Francisco. Denver has been known for producing a large number of pennies each year, but even in a high-production year like 2006, certain coins stand out due to their rarity, condition, or unique errors. In 2006, the U.S. Mint struck over 4.2 billion Lincoln pennies at the Denver Mint alone. But not all 2006 pennies are equal, and only a few have risen to the top in terms of value. You may be wondering, why would a coin with such a high mintage be worth $8,000 today? Several factors can make a penny worth thousands of dollars, even if it's a relatively modern coin like the 2060 penny. Let's break down why this penny has achieved such a high value in the market. One of the most common reasons a modern penny skyrockets in value is due to mint errors. Error coins are those that were produced incorrectly due to a mishap during the minting process. These errors can include things like double strikes, off-center strikes, or incorrect planchets being used. For the 2060 Lincoln penny, error varieties such as doubled dies or off-center strikes are highly sought after. A doubled die, for example, occurs when the coin's design is accidentally stamped more than once, creating a doubling effect on the lettering or Lincoln's portrait. This type of error can make a coin much rarer and therefore much more valuable. Another critical factor in determining the value of the 2060 penny is its condition, or grade. The grading scale for coins goes from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. Coins graded MS65, Mint State 65, or higher are considered to be in near-perfect condition and are much more valuable to collectors. These high-grade pennies are often found in uncirculated rolls or from coin collections where they have been well preserved since the time they were minted. For a 2060 penny, a coin graded in the high MS range, especially MS-67 or MS-68, can be worth thousands of dollars. Some pennies in top condition, with perfect details and an immaculate finish, have even fetched prices close to $8,000 at auction, even though billions of 2006 pennies were minted. Finding one in pristine condition with a mint error is incredibly rare. Rarity is always a key factor in determining the value of a coin, and this is especially true when collectors are actively seeking out specific coins. In recent years, the market demand for high-grade modern pennies, especially with rare varieties, has surged. Collectors and investors are constantly on the lookout for unique coins, and the 2060 penny has become a target for those building a rare penny collection. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable 2060 pennies sitting in your change jar? Here are a few tips. Start by inspecting the condition of the coin. If it's been heavily circulated, showing wear and tear, it's unlikely to fetch a high price. However, if you've got a penny that looks almost brand new, with sharp details and minimal signs of handling, it's worth getting it checked out by a professional coin grading service. Take a closer look at the coin using a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Check for any signs of doubling on the obverse side, particularly in the words, Liberty, or In God We Trust, or even on Lincoln's portrait. Also, examine the reverse side for any unusual markings or off-center strikes. If you think you've got a high-quality or error 2060 penny, the next step is to have it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate your coin's condition, certify its grade, and this can significantly increase its value when it comes time to sell. Now, let's talk money. As of today, a 2060 Lincoln penny in top-tier condition or with notable mint errors can fetch up to $8,000 at auction. Prices can fluctuate based on demand, but coins that are graded MS-67 or MS-68 and have clear error varieties are consistently reaching high prices. Keep in mind that even coins graded slightly lower, like MS-65 or MS-66, can still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. If you think you have one of these valuable coins, it might just be the time to get it appraised and see what kind of fortune you're holding onto. And that's a wrap on the 2060 Lincoln penny. Who would have thought that a little penny could be worth so much? Whether it's a mint error, high-grade condition, or just rarity driving the price, this coin has certainly caught the attention of collectors and treasure hunters alike. If you enjoyed today's video and want to learn more about valuable coins, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin discoveries. Don't forget to drop a comment below. Who knows, maybe you have a rare penny sitting in your pocket right now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting! Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters! Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're going to talk about an exciting find that could be hiding in your change, the 2012 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This seemingly ordinary penny could be worth up to $6,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny worth thousands of dollars. If you're curious about the history, the value, and what makes this penny so special, stick around, and let's uncover the mystery behind the 2012 no-mint mark Lincoln cent. Before we dive into the 2012 coin, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln 1-cent coin has been a staple of American currency since 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse front and has had various reverse designs throughout the years, including the famous wheat penny, the Lincoln Memorial design, and now the Union Shield, which debuted in 2010. The Lincoln penny remains one of the most widely circulated coins in the U.S., but some years, like the 2012 no-mint mark penny, stand out because of their rarity and value. Now, let's talk specifically about the 2012 Lincoln 1-cent penny. What's important to note is that the no-mint mark designation simply means that this coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike the Denver Mint, which uses a DE mint mark, the Philadelphia Mint often doesn't include a mint mark on its coins. So, if you find a penny from 2012 with no mint mark, it's most likely from the Philadelphia Mint. At first glance, this 2012 penny might seem like an everyday coin, but it's the details that can make it worth a small fortune. So, what makes the 2012 no-mint mark penny worth up to $6,000? Well, the value of this coin isn't necessarily due to an error or a significant historical event tied to the coin, but rather a combination of factors such as condition, rarity and pristine grades, and its appeal to collectors. The most valuable 2012 no-mint mark pennies are found in mint state condition, also known as uncirculated condition. This means the coin has never been in general circulation and shows no signs of wear and tear. If your penny has a crisp, shiny surface with sharp details and no scratches or blemishes, it could be classified as mint state. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. A 2012 Lincoln penny that is graded in the high 60s, such as MS-68 or MS-69, is where the real value lies. Only a few of these pennies have been found in these top-tier conditions, making them incredibly rare and desirable for collectors. Lincoln pennies have a huge fan base among collectors. While many pennies from more than a century ago are sought after, newer pennies like the 2012 no-mint mark penny in mint state condition are becoming popular among modern collectors. This demand drives the price higher. So, how much is a 2012 no-mint mark penny worth today? Well, in lower grades or circulated condition, these pennies are only worth their face value of 1 cent. However, when we start talking about uncirculated, high-grade examples, the value skyrockets. In recent years, there have been auction sales where this coin in MS-68 condition has sold for as much as $6,000. This is an astonishing price for a modern penny. Coins graded slightly lower, like MS-67, have fetched between $500 and $1,500, which is still an impressive return on what was originally just a penny. As of now, if you find a 2012 no-mint mark penny in pristine condition, you could potentially have a coin worth thousands of dollars on your hands. It's always a good idea to get your coin professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, to determine its value accurately. If you're now eager to check your pocket change for one of these valuable pennies, here's what you should be looking for. Make sure the penny doesn't have a DE mint mark, which would indicate it was minted in Denver. A 2012 penny with no mint mark is from the Philadelphia Mint. Look for a penny that shows no signs of wear or circulation. It should still have that brilliant luster that coins have when they first come from the mint. If your penny looks uncirculated, it may be worth sending it in for grading. A higher grade means a higher value. If you do happen to find a 2012 no mint mark penny in excellent condition, how do you go about selling it? Well, there are several ways. You can sell your penny through major coin auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, where serious collectors often bid on high-grade coins. Platforms like eBay also allow you to list your coin, but make sure you do your research on pricing to ensure you're asking for a fair amount. Reputable coin dealers can help you determine the value of your penny and may even buy it directly from you. Just make sure you're working with a trustworthy dealer. There you have it, folks. The 2012 no mint mark Lincoln penny is an amazing example of how even modern coins can be worth a fortune. If you have one in mint state condition, it could be worth as much as $6,000, making it one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies of the 21st century. So, what are you waiting for? Start checking your change, and you could be holding on to a hidden treasure. Let us know in the comments if you've found any rare coins, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin collecting tips and videos. Until next time, happy hunting! Hey, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're going to talk about a modern penny that's worth a lot more than just 1 cent. Yes, you heard that right. I'm talking about the 2014 no mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny, which could be worth up to $6,600. Stick around to find out how this unassuming little coin can be so valuable, and what you should look for if you think you might have one in your pocket. Before we dive into the details of its value, let's take a brief look at the history behind the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse side of the penny has featured Lincoln's portrait ever since, making it the longest-running coin design in American history. In 2014, the United States Mint continued the production of the Lincoln penny. These coins are made primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating, and they feature Lincoln on the front and the Union Shield on the reverse, symbolizing unity. Typically, pennies minted at different U.S. mint locations will bear a mint mark. Coins from Philadelphia, the largest mint, often lack a mint mark, while coins from Denver will carry a D, and those from San Francisco bear an S. So, if you have a penny without a mint mark, it was likely made in Philadelphia. But what makes the 2014 no mint mark penny so special, and why could it be worth as much as $6,600? The value of coins, especially modern ones, is often tied to two key factors: rarity and condition. For the 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, rarity isn't necessarily the issue. Millions of these coins were produced, but only a handful have been found in near-perfect condition, or what we call mint state. When coins are graded by professionals, they receive a numerical rating based on their condition, ranging from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70, which is basically flawless. The 2014 Lincoln penny that's worth up to $6,600 is in mint state 69, MS69, meaning it's almost perfect with only the tiniest imperfections visible under magnification. That's extremely rare for a coin that has been in circulation. To understand why this 2014 penny can fetch such a high price, it's important to understand coin grading. Coins are graded by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These organizations examine every detail of a coin, including its luster, strike, and the presence of any scratches or marks. The 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that's valued at $6,600 achieved an MS69 grade from PCGS. This means it's in nearly perfect condition with no major flaws. Finding a penny in such pristine condition is incredibly rare, especially for a coin that's been circulating for years. So, why is the 2014 penny, of all things, worth thousands of dollars? It's a combination of factors. First, there's demand from collectors who are always on the lookout for high-quality coins to complete their sets. Second, the coin's condition plays a huge role. Coins that receive MS69 or higher grades are incredibly rare, especially for newer coins that have been in circulation. Another factor to consider is the market. As more people become interested in coin collecting, the value of rare, high-grade coins can skyrocket. Right now, the market for rare Lincoln pennies is hot, and that's why this 2014 no-mint mark penny has fetched such a high price at auctions. Now you're probably wondering, could you have one of these valuable 2014 pennies in your pocket or coin jar? It's possible. Here's what to look for. 1. No mint mark asterisk. The first thing to check is if there's a mint mark. If your 2014 penny has no mint mark, it was minted in Philadelphia. 2. Condition asterisk. Next, examine the coin's condition. Is the penny shiny and free of scratches, dents, or marks? If it looks like it's in pristine condition, it could be worth getting professionally graded. 3. Grading potential asterisk. Coins that have been well preserved since they left the mint could be worth sending in for grading. If your penny receives a high grade, like MS69, you could have a valuable coin on your hands. Keep in mind that it's incredibly rare to find a penny in MS69 condition, but it's not impossible. So, what's the current market value of a 2014 Lincoln penny in mint state 69? As of now, these pennies have been sold at auction for up to $6,600. That's right. This common coin could be worth more than some of the older, more traditionally rare coins. If you have a 2014 penny in excellent condition, it might be worth checking its value. Who knows? You could be holding on to a small fortune. So, if you think you've got a valuable 2014 no-mint mark penny, what should you do? The first step is to inspect it closely for any imperfections, and then consider sending it in for professional grading. Companies like PCGS and NGC are trusted by collectors and dealers alike, and a high-grade rating can significantly boost your coin's value. Remember, not every 2014 penny is going to be worth $6,600, but if you find one in mint state, you just might strike gold, or copper, in this case. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting tips and stories. You never know, your next find could be worth thousands. Happy collecting, and until next time, keep checking your change, you might just find a hidden treasure. Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters! Welcome back to the channel where we talk about rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of the 2015 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, which is currently valued at an incredible $9,600. Yes, you heard that right, a penny that could be worth almost $10,000. So, stick around as we explore the history, key features, and what makes this coin so valuable in today's market. Before we get into the specific details of the 2015 no-mint mark penny, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure, and it's been in production ever since, becoming one of the most iconic coins in American history. Throughout the years, the Lincoln cent has undergone various design changes, especially to the reverse side. From the original wheat ears design, 1909 to 1958, to the Lincoln Memorial, 1959 to 2008, and then to the shield design, which we see today starting in 2010. So, what's so special about the 2015 Lincoln penny without a mint mark? First of all, the no mint mark designation simply means the coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. Since Philadelphia doesn't usually include a mint mark on its coins, this penny was produced without one. But that's not what makes this coin stand out. What makes this particular 2015 penny so valuable is a combination of its condition and a few unique features. Let's break it down. One of the biggest factors that contribute to the high value of the 2015 no mint mark Lincoln penny is its condition. Most pennies you find in circulation have been through the ringer. They're scratched, worn, or tarnished. However, pennies in pristine, mint state condition, graded MS68 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, are incredibly rare. In fact, most pennies never reach such high grades because they've been handled too much or damaged during the minting process. To put it into perspective, out of millions of 2015 pennies minted, only a handful have been graded in such exceptional condition. That rarity is a key driver of the high value. Another factor that can increase the value of a penny is if it contains a rare minting error. While there hasn't been a significant error discovered on the 2015 no mint mark Lincoln cent, collectors always keep an eye out for issues like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These errors are highly sought after by collectors and can sometimes turn an ordinary penny into a valuable treasure. So, if you have a 2015 penny, make sure to inspect it carefully for any unusual features that could make it even more valuable. Now, let's talk about why a 2015 no mint mark penny could fetch $9,600 on today's market. This value comes from a combination of factors. 1. High grade. The most valuable 2015 Lincoln pennies are those in mint state condition, graded MS68 or higher. These coins are almost perfect, showing no wear and tear, and they are extremely rare to find. 2. Demand. There's a growing demand for modern Lincoln pennies among collectors. With the Lincoln cent being one of the most widely collected U.S. coins, high-grade examples from recent years are highly sought after. 3. Rarity in condition. While millions of these pennies were minted, finding one in near-perfect condition is extremely rare, which is why it can command such a high price. So, how can you get your hands on a valuable 2015 no mint mark Lincoln penny? Well, the first place to start is by checking your pocket change. Although the chances are slim of finding a high-grade example in circulation, you never know what might turn up. Additionally, you can try searching through bank rolls or even checking out coin shops and online auctions. If you do find a 2015 penny that looks to be in great condition, consider sending it in to be graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll be able to give you an official grade, and if your penny scores high, you could be looking at a serious payday. As of today, the current market value for a 2015 no mint mark Lincoln cent in mint state MS68 is around $9,600. This price can fluctuate based on demand, but if you have one of these rare pennies in top condition, it's definitely worth holding onto, or even selling at the right time. Keep in mind, coins in slightly lower conditions, like MS67 or MS66, can still bring in hundreds or even thousands of dollars, so it's always worth checking out the grade of your coin. And there you have it. The 2015 no mint mark Lincoln cent might look like just another penny at first glance, but if you find one in top-notch condition, it could be worth a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone who's curious about valuable coins, it always pays to check your change. You never know, you might be holding on to a penny worth nearly $10,000. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome content about rare and valuable coins. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and as always, happy hunting! See you in the next video, and may your coin searches be filled with treasure.